Hey, good afternoon. Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming, and we are back with some field day baseball and another look in our 1978 Ron Guidry replay. And I was actually going to play this off the channel, but game number 3 was against the Orioles, so figured I would do a video on that since it's always good to beat Evil Earl and his Baltimore crew. So we're going to get right to the action. And again, field day baseball available at ASG Games, and the latest and greatest from baseball game creator extraordinaire Greg Sovan, who is also the creator of Fall Class Baseball. So in this particular replay so far, Guidry, he was 1-0 in real life coming into this game. In the replay, he's 0-1. ERA and other statistics are very similar. Actually, his ERA in the replay is just a tad lower than it was in real life. So we'll get our lineups out and get right to the action for Baltimore. It will be Al Bumbry in center, Mark Belanger at short, Gary Renicky in left, Eddie Murray at first, Lee May the DH, Doug DeCinces at the hot corner, Carlos Lopez in right field, Rick Dempsey catching, and Rich Dower at second base. For the Yankees, and pitching for the Orioles is Dennis Martinez. For the Yankees, it'll be Willie Randolph at second, Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers in center, Thurman Munson catching, Reggie Jackson in right, Chris Chambliss at first, Greg Nettles third, Roy White gets the start in left today, Jim Spencer will DH, and Bucky Effin Dent is the shortstop. So we are ready to go. And I will do the bullpen sessions real quick. And again, there's two different ways to do bullpen sessions with this game. One, you can use the base or advanced version on the cards. And there is also a tall pitcher version or tall pitcher card version that you can buy or comes automatically with the PDF. And that is the one I use only because it gives a greater variety of results in terms of the bullpen session. So let me find Baltimore. There we go. All right, for Dennis Martinez, his bullpen session. Roll of 5. So for Dennis, his hit rating is going to be a 3. Actually, he's going to be 3 across the board. So hits, walks, home runs, and strikeouts will all be 3 for Dennis Martinez. And for Gator, he did not have great stuff his last start. This is a little bit better average stuff for him for 1978. Hit rating is going to be 1. Walk rating is 3. Home run rating is 2, and strikeout rating is 7. So our bullpen sessions are out of the way, and we're ready to play ball. Al, Red Sox fan, has joined us at the ballpark, and because Guidry is not pitching against the Red Sox, it appears that he is rooting for the Yankees today, so appreciate that. As he says, go Gator. All right, we're underway. Bumbry is up. That's a ground ball down to Willie Randolph to start the game. So Gator induces a ground out to get things rolling, 1 down, and Mark Belanger, the shortstop, steps up. All right, Belanger, 45. That would be a walk on a 5 or 6. And Guidry, again, is a 3. So that's going to be a fly ball to left field, and Roy White camps out under that, pulls it in. And just a quick refresher, different ranges on the card. 30s, this is a better example here. 30s is going to be potential singles based on the pitcher's hit rating. If it's not a single, it will be whatever out comes after the slash. And then walks are in the 40s, and again, based on the walk rating of the pitcher. If it is outside of that range, it is the appropriate out after the slash again. And finally, strikeouts are affected. They're in the 56 to 65 column. And again, going by the pitcher's strikeout rating, if it's outside of that range, it just becomes the out listed after the slash. All right, Renicky steps up, and 25, that's going to be a potential hit by pitch. So 41 or less, and instead that's going to be a line out, and we'll roll for the line out too. Line out is generic because there's potential double plays, but that's going to go to Randolph. So L4, 3 up, 3 down, go the Orioles in the first, and we head to the bottom of the frame. No score. Yankees sending up Willie Randolph, Mickey Rivers, and Thurman Munson. Here we go. Dennis Martinez on the hill facing Willie Randolph, potential error on the second baseman. And Rich Dower is 0, so he's going to make that play. Baltimore had a very solid defense in terms of committing errors. Not so much in terms of athleticism where they'd get to balls with great range. In fact, the only players on the team that really have good range are the Senseis and Dempsey. And then, of course, Mark Belanger has uber range, which means not only does he get to just about everything hit his way, he can get to things hit in the hole between short and third as well, and second. All right, so here we go. Mickey Rivers steps up, 1 down. And 36, that is going to be a potential double, and 4 is above the hit range of Martinez. So instead, that will be a sharp line out to right. 2 down for the Yankees, as coming in to pull that is Carlos Lopez. Thurman Munson up now. And Munson, ground ball down to DeCinces at third, whips it across, and the Yankees go 1, 2, 3 in there, half of the first as well. So coming up for the Orioles in the second, no score, it's going to be Eddie Murray, Lee May, and Doug DeCinces. Gator finishes his between-inning warm-ups. Here comes the pitch to Eddie Murray, 56, and swing and a miss. Murray goes after the high heat. Pretty much anything in the strikeout potential ranges are going to be Ks for Guidry because he is a 7. And in addition to that, anything that's rolled on the batter's card as a 16 becomes an automatic strikeout. All right, Guidry set to go to May, and that is going to be a home run, potential home run off the pitcher. Guidry is a 2 and falls just short, dying just short of the wall in left field. Roy White hauls that in. So May gave it a ride, and if that had been hit off of Dennis Martinez, that would have been gone. But unfortunately, Martinez pitches for his team, 16, and that's the automatic strikeout. Slider over the outside corner, and DeCinces is frozen. 3 up, 3 down, go the Orioles again, and the Yankees will send Reggie, Chris Chambliss, and Nettles up in the bottom of the second. 26, and against a right-handed pitcher, which Martinez is, that is going to be a single. So Reggie, first to the ball game. And Yankees have a base runner to start the second inning. Chris Chambliss will come up. Chambliss digs in. Comfortable. Here comes a pitch, and that's a high fly ball into right field. And going back, Carlos Lopez, well short of the track, pulls that in, and Jackson retreats to first, 1 down. Greg Nettles, the batter, and Nettles, his first time up today, looking to get a hold of one, and that is a fly ball into left field. Would have been a potential assist if there was a runner on third, but there is not. 2 down. And so it's going to be up to Roy White to keep the inning alive. Reggie gets his lead at first base. The pitch, deep fly ball to center field, going back onto the track, just short of the wall. To pull that in is Al Bumbry. So a jolt put into that by Roy White, but the Yankees are retired. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left. We head to the third, no score. And Guidry, once again, starting off hot. He had a no-hitter through 6 innings his last start before eventually surrendering that. All right, Carlos Lopez comes up, 31, and that is going to be a base hit. So there's going to be no late inning no-hit drama today as Lopez. And again, hit rating of 1 to 6 for the pitcher. Guidry is a 1, so that is a leadoff single. And that brings up the catcher, Rick Dempsey. And here comes the pitch to Dempsey, 46. That's going to be a ground ball down to third base, possible double play. Nettles at third is a V for arms, so 1 to 3. And no, that's going to be a fielder's choice, 5-4. So Dempsey somehow manages to beat that out, not the swiftest guy in the world. But 1 down, and Rich Dower now the batter. A pitch from Guidry and a 65, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, as Guidry again a 7. So pretty much anything in that 56 to 65 range, automatic strikeout. Top of the order, Al Bunbury. Bunbury grounded out to Randolph his first time up, and that's going to be a deep fly ball to center field. Mickey Rivers going back over the shoulder, makes the catch, side is retired. So the Orioles get a hit, strand one, as we head to the bottom of the third. And still looking for our first score of the ball game. It's going to be Jim Spencer, Bucky Dent, and top of the order, Willie Randolph. Dennis Martinez has a sign, delivers, and that's going to be a fly ball routine shot into right field. Carlos Lopez camps under that, first out of the inning. Bucky Dent, under his uniform, wearing an I Love Boston t-shirt as he steps in. Here comes a pitch for Martinez, 31, and that's going to be a base hit. So Bucky Dent, one out single, Yankees' second hit of the ball game. And that will bring up Willie Randolph, top of the order. Billy Martin going through machinations on the dugout steps, and no play is on. Here comes a pitch to Randolph, 46, and that's going to be a walk on a 3-6, and Martinez is a 3. So Willie Randolph, very adept at drawing the walk, has another, and 2 runners on, 1 down for the Yankees, and Mickey Rivers, the batter. He flew out to left field his first time up. Here comes a pitch, 16, and that's going to be a ground ball down to second base, automatic fielder's choice. So going over to third is Bucky Dent, and Randolph erased 4-6. Mickey Rivers on at first. So runners at the corners now, 2 down for the Yanks. And Thurman Munson looking to come through in the clutch here, 25, and that is going to be a potential split result, but he needs good numbers. Triple 11, hit by pitch, 16, anything else. And what do you know? Thurman Munson gets a hold of that, and the slow-footed catcher lumbering around the bases, it rattles in the corner and going to retrieve that. Renicky slips, and by the time he gets up, 2 runs have scored, and Thurman Munson, a 2-out bases-clearing triple. Dent and Rivers coming in ahead, 2 RBIs for the captain, and the Yankees jump out to a 2-0 lead by the most unlikeliest of heroes. Actually, most unlikeliest of results, a triple off of Munson's card. So Reggie Jackson now looking to give the Yanks some extra insurance. Here comes a pitch, 66, and that ball is deep, far, and gone. 2-run shot, the Yankees jumping all over Dennis Martinez. It is 4-0 as Reggie doffs his cap to the home crowd and saunters around the bases. A 2-run blast, and that was an absolute no-doubter. Yankees up 4-0, and Dennis Martinez is shell-shocked. Speaking of which, 7 runs allowed in this game automatically makes a pitcher shell-shocked, and there are other things that come into that. Here comes a pitch to Chambliss, and 66 again. But Chambliss, all of his home runs come off either the pitcher or the field day charts. That is going to be a deep double into center field. And the Yankees have the bats going early in this one as Dennis Martinez, frustrated, kicks the dirt on the mound, but he has to face Greg Nettles now. And Nettles, another 66, will give the Yankees 2 more. Here comes a pitch. That's a 36 instead. And that is going to be a sharp line drive into center field. Al Bunbury, ranging to his left, pulls that in, but the Yankees collect 4 runs on 3 hits and a walk. Check, make that 4 hits and a walk. The big blast, a 2-run shot by Reggie Jackson following a 2-run triple by Thurman Munson. So we head to the top of the 4th inning, and the Bombers hold a 4-0 lead over the Orioles. Looks very good for Gator to get his first win of the year in this replay. And also joining us at the ballpark, Paul Govier and our good friend Matt, Steeler Fan 1933. Welcome, guys. And Paul, I also I'm off till January 4th. I haven't much to do, include finish the next set of boxers for Glory Days Boxing, but plenty of time to relax and play games as well as we start the 4th inning. Yankees holding a 4-0 lead as Mark Belanger steps up. And here comes the pitch, and Belanger lofts a high fly ball into right field. Reggie Jackson saying something to no one in particular, as no one else is close to him, but he makes a play. One down. Jackson and Rivers exchanging words out there. It looks like Mickey is ribbing him in a pleasant manner as Gary Renicky steps up. 55, and that's going to be a potential home run off the pitcher's card. Guidry, though, is a 2, so instead that will be a fly ball to left field. All the way back to the wall. Roy White pulls that in. 2 down. As Renicky just missed that Guidry slider, Eddie Murray, the batter. Murray struck out his first time up. Here comes a pitch, 55, and that's going to be another potential drive. Deep into right field. Jackson next to the wall, leaps and pulls it in. Reggie Jackson displaying his 3-inch vertical, pulls that off the top of the right field wall, and the side is retired in order as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Martinez and the Orioles in a 4-0 hole. It's going to be Roy White, Jim Spencer, and Bucky Dent. All right, pitching to Roy White. That's going to be a ground ball down to second base. Rich Dower gobbles that up, whips it across to Murray. 1 down. As Paul Govier says, Scotland have first and second as a bank holiday. It's kind of funny. Banks here in America cannot be closed outside of weekends more than 2 consecutive days, so they don't ever get 2 consecutive holiday days here. But very cool. All right, Matt. Okay, excellent, Matt. Looking forward to that. And I'll, like I said, should have that next card set finished this week as well, just so you're aware of that. Jim Spencer, the batter, and it's going to be a 43 result and 3-6, a walk. Martinez 3 across the board. So there, the pitcher ratings come into play as Spencer watches ball 4 go wide, trots down to first base. Yankees 1 down, runner on first, and Bucky Dent, who started the onslaught last inning, steps up. Dent singled and scored, 46, and that's going to be a potential double play. Ground ball down to DeCinces, and DeCinces has a V, so it's got to be 1-3. That'll be a fielder's choice instead. So 5-4 erases Spencer, and 2 down. Bucky Dent on first base, courtesy of the fielder's choice. Top of the order, Willie Randolph. And Randolph today has walked and grounded out. Martinez looking to get out of this inning without any further damage. And 23 is going to be a deep fly ball into center field. Bunbury racing back. Plenty of speed to get to that. Pulls it inside, is retired. So no hits, no runs, no errors. 1 left. We're through 4. It is 4-0 New York, leading Baltimore. And Guidry working on a 1-hitter up to this point. Will face Lee May, Doug DeCinces, and Carlos Lopez. 62, swing and a miss. Lee May waving futilely at the slider and pounds his bat in the dirt, heads back to the dugout. 1 down for Doug DeCinces, and that's Gator's 4th strikeout of the day. 51 to DeCinces, possible error on the shortstop. And for Bucky Dent, 16 will be his error rating, and makes the play flawlessly. 6-3 on the putout, 2 down. Carlos Lopez, who has the Orioles' only hit of the ball game, a 3rd inning single. Pitch from Guidry, 52, and 52 is going to be another single and a potential error on the shortstop. No error, so 1 base. So Carlos Lopez, the only Oriole that can get good wood on the Guidry slider today. 2 hits, and those are the only 2 hits the Orioles have. Rick Dempsey now the batter. Dempsey, his first time up was reach base on a fielder's choice. Here comes a pitch, and it's going to be a deep fly ball, left field, and Roy White going back near the corner, pulls it in for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Orioles get a hit, strand 1, and we're halfway through. Ron Guidry and New York lead this 4-0. And as you go get refreshments and make your way back to the your seat, please hit that like button, folks. As Dennis Martinez set to pitch to Mickey Rivers, 26, and against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a single. So Mickey Rivers, the speedy one, reaches base for the 2nd time today. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. Thurman Munson, the batter. Munson, an unlikely triple his last time up. Here comes a pitch, 44. That's going to be a potential double play. And down to the shortstop of Belanger. Belanger has an uber arm. So 1-5, he's going to turn the double play easily. 6-4-3. And Munson giveth, and he taketh away as Rivers is erased. 2 down, nobody on. And Reggie Jackson crushed the ball his last time up. Upper deck home run, 56. And Martinez looking for a measure of revenge, but 4 is outside of his strikeout rating. That'll be a ground ball down to Murray, who takes it unassisted. And that'll retire the Yankees in the 5th as they get a hit, but double play erases that. Nobody left. We're through 5. It's 4-0 New York. And Guidry set to face Dower, Al Bumbry, and Mark Belanger. 55 to Dower, and another potential home run off of Guidry's card, but it needs to be a 4-6. Instead, that will be a long loud out to left field. Roy White pulls that in just short of the fence. Top of the order, Al Bumbry, and Bumbry today has grounded out and flown out. Guidry sailing along, and against a right-handed pitcher, which Guidry is not, would have been a single. Instead, that will be a pop fly into foul territory, and venturing over near the stands, Greg Nettles in friendly territory pulls that in and throws a souvenir to a young child in the 3rd row. Belanger up now 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Guidry kicks, delivers, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph. So 3 up, 3 down go the Orioles again as Guidry continues to have mastery over the lineup, everyone except Carlos Lopez, who is not even a regular starter. It is bottom of the 6th, Yankees up 4-0. And Martinez can face 32 batters, which means he can get to Chambliss for the 4th time. He's well under that, but he's been kind of shaky up in the Orioles bullpen. Joe Kerrigan appeared in 26 games in 1978 with a 4.76 ERA. Preparing for some potential mop-up duty, Martinez to Chambliss, 34, and that is going to be a ground ball down to Dower at second base. So Chambliss is thrown out to start the 6th for New York. And Matt Steeler fan, in his current game month in the UBF, 5 title fights and 3 divisions that don't have a title fight have their number 1 in action. That will be a fun month. Who are your 5 title fights? I actually have not been on Operation Sports for like 3 or 4 days. So which is the best title fight matchup? And check out, Matt's had a long-running Glory Days Boxing Dynasty on Operation Sports under other dynasties in their forum section. Very entertaining, has pretty much every fighter in the universe, in the Glory Days universe, involved. So Greg Nettles is set to face Dennis Martinez, and 56. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Nettles tries to tomahawk that, tips it, and held on to by Dempsey. 1st or 2nd out of the inning for New York. And that is the first strikeout to go with 2 walks for Dennis Martinez in this game. Roy White, the batter, and it's going to be a sharp ground ball down to 3rd. DeCinces charges that, whips it to Murray, and the Yankees go down in order in the 6th. So we are through 6. New York 4, Baltimore 0. As Guidry cruising along, 9 outs to go, and it starts with Gary Renicky. Gator the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph. So routine 3 hopper for Willie, 1 down, and that brings up the dangerous Eddie Murray. Murray today 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. He was a 285 hitter with 27 bombs in 1978. Gator kicks and delivers, 26, and that is going to be a single. So 3rd hit of the day for the Orioles. And right on cue, Eddie Murray starts the rally. Lee May will look to continue that. He is also flown out and struck out. Gator the pitch, 43. That's in walk territory, but May does not walk a lot. That's going to be a high pop fly into shallow center field. And Willie Randolph venturing back just behind the bag, calls off Dent and pulls it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Eddie Murray did not move from first base, 2 down. And Doug DeCinces up. DeCinces has struck out and grounded out to Dent. 55, and that's going to be a potential home run off the pitcher's card. 2-6. That is far, deep, and gone. Guidry a two home run rating, and the Sensei's just able to ease that over the left field wall. So the Orioles back into this one. It is now 4-2, New York up on top. A two-run blast by the Sensei's. And again, seeing how the pitcher-batter interaction comes into play here. The Sensei's had 28 home runs, so he does have a clean home run on 66 and a very good 2-6 rating on 55. So Guidry, his first mistake of the day. It is now 4-2, and the dangerous Carlos Lopez, 238 hitter who is owning Guidry in this game, 2 for 2. It's going to be a shallow fly ball into center field. Mickey Rivers is going to put an end to that streak as he comes in, makes the catch. But the Orioles claw back with 2 as we head to the 7th inning stretch. It is New York 4, Baltimore 2. And Guidry now with 4 hits surrendered in the game. The Yankees send Jim Spencer, Bucky Dent, and top of the order, Willie Randolph. So in the UBF current title fights, heavyweight, Foreman versus Lewis, and Lewis has been the champion for just over 2 game years. And George Foreman, who had Foreman has issues. He is not the version of his card in Glory Days Boxing, based mainly on his younger years, so his stamina is not that great. And in my experience, if he does not get his opponent out in the first 5 rounds, he is normally in trouble. And there has been a request for a later version, an old George Foreman version, who actually had better stamina because he was a more measured fighter. And that is something under consideration as Jim Spencer takes advantage of the lefty-righty splits and jerks a single into right field over the head of Eddie Murray. Second time he's been on today. He walked his last time up. And Earl Weaver, now that the game has tightened up a little bit, has got the other Martinez up in the bullpen, Tippy. So Tippy Martinez warming up, ready to come in, and he is a lefty, which again goes much better against this particular Yankees lineup. 16 is the pitch from Martinez, and that's going to be a ground ball double play automatic. 6-4-3. So a very needed induced double play by Dennis Martinez as Belanger and Dower turn that to perfection. Top of the order, nobody on, 2 down, Willie Randolph. Here comes a pitch, and that's going to be a 2-out single. So Willie Randolph looking for a little 2-out magic for the Yankees as Mickey Rivers set to hit. Rivers 1 for 3, runs scored, 26, and again, it's going to be a single and a 2-run advance. So runners at the corner now, and Earl Weaver is on top of the dugout steps. Martinez ignoring him. He's going to let him face one more hitter. It's going to be Thurman Munson as it's a righty-righty matchup. Here comes a pitch, 66, and that is going to be a double into right field. And we will go to the run result. So run chart, run with risk versus outfield arm in right field for the Orioles. Carlos Lopez has a strong arm and not very wise to challenge that. So Mickey Rivers is going to hold up at third base. But a much needed 5th run, and that is going to be the capper for Dennis Martinez as Earl comes out of the dugout. 3rd RBI of the day for Munson, a 1-run 2-out double. As Dennis Martinez, it's a very sarcastic Bronx cheer as he heads to the showers. And that will bring in Tippy, no relation to. So we'll close the book on Martinez. He ends up going 6 2/3. Nine hits, and 8 of them came in just 2 innings, the 3rd and the 7th. And thus far, a total of 5 runs, all earned. With 2 walks, a single strikeout, no hit batter, no wild pitches, and a total of 30 batters faced. All right, so runners on second, third, still the responsibility of Tippy. And update on George's record after a very rough start, now 12-6 with 6 KOs. And almost forced to retire there. So Reggie Jackson, though, looking to blow this open. He already has a 2-run home run today, 43. And 43, that is going to be a walk. And Tippy is a 4 rated walk, or on walks. 4 on walks, 4 on hits. 2 on home run and 5 on strikeouts. So that's going to load them up, and runners everywhere for the Yankees. Nowhere to put Chris Chambliss. Tippy Martinez, 2 down. Sacks loaded. Here comes a pitch to Chambliss, 55, and pitcher home run, 3-6, and Tippy is a 2. So that is just going to be a long, loud final out deep to right field, all the way back into the corner, and reaching up near the top of the wall to pull that in is Carlos Lopez. Side is retired, but the Yankees scratch across a run, leave the bases loaded as they get 4 hits and a walk. We head to the top of the 8th. It's New York 5, Baltimore 2, and Guidry back out on the hill. Guidry again can face 34 batters. So he gets to go to Carlos Lopez for the 4th time, and he is still well in range to get a complete game as Rick Dempsey steps up. Dempsey today 0 for 2, has reached on a fielder's choice, however, and 34, that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph, as 4 is above the hit rating of Guidry. So routine play for Willie, 1 down, and Rich Dower, the batter. Dower is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Here comes a pitch, and it's going to be a deep fly to center field. Mickey Rivers played him shallow, races back, and in time to grab that. Just short of the warning track, 2 down. And top of the order, Al Bumbry up. Guidry kicks, delivers, 31, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Bumbry. And also going to be a stolen base attempt. So Munson and average arm will not adjust Bumbry's stolen base percentage. Let's see if he can get a jump, and he does. All right, 45 or less. Here comes the pitch, and Bumbry goes, and he is easily in ahead of the throw. So stolen base for Al, and the Orioles now with a runner in scoring position for Mark Belanger. The original Mario Mendoza, Belanger, 213 in 1978. Here comes a pitch, and swing and a miss. Guidry fires the high heat, and Belanger handcuffed, flails away, 3rd out of the inning. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. They leave 1. Bottom of the 8th, New York up 5-2. And it's going to be Greg Nettles, Roy White, and Jim Spencer for the Bombers. Here comes a pitch from Tippy Martinez, 31, and 31 is going to be a single. Nettles leads off the 8th as the Yankees looking to plate 1 or 2 more runs. Roy White, the batter. White is 0 for 3 today. 2 ground outs and a fly out, 55, and pitcher home run. And again, Tippy Martinez, fortunately for him, is a 2, as it needs to be a 3-6. Deep fly to right. And Nettles is going to go back to the bag and stay there, 1 down. Jim Spencer, the batter. Spencer is 1 for 2, single walk and a fly out. Here comes a pitch from Tippy Martinez, 45, and that's going to be a shallow fly ball into left field. Spencer does not walk much. So coming in to put that away is Renicky, 2 down for Bucky F. and Dent. And Dent today has singled, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run, and hit into a double play. Martinez, here comes a pitch, and that is going to be a single for Bucky. And X runner will go the extra base. And Greg Nettles is a Z, so he's going to stay at second. So 2 down, runners on first and second for the Yankees. They look to get some insurance for Guidry. Score 5-2. Willie Randolph, top of the order. Randolph today 1 for 3, walk, single, run scored. Here comes a pitch, 56, and strikeout 4-6. Tippy Martinez, a 5. Randolph, swing and a miss. So that retires a side. The Yankees get a couple of singles, and they strand both at first and third. Heading to the top of the 9th inning, Guidry. He has 5 batters to play with here before he runs out of juice, holding a 5-2 lead. And Guidry also working on a 4-hitter. The only mistake, a meatball to Doug DeSenses, who drove it into the left field bleachers for a 2-run home run back in the 7th. Gary Renicky leads it off, and here comes a pitch, and against a left-handed pitcher, which Guidry is, that is going to be a single. So Renicky gets the Orioles' 5th hit of the day to lead off the 9th inning. Eddie Murray, the batter. Switch hitting Murray will bat right. Here comes the pitch, 44, and potential walk. Nope, 4-6, and Guidry's walk rating is a 3. So that's going to be a ground ball down to shortstop. Bucky Dent at short. 1-3 will be a double play, and Dent turns it 6-4-3 as the leadoff single is erased. Yankees and Guidry. 1 out to go, and the Orioles 3-run deficit. Lee May can't get it all back here, just looking to get on base. Here comes a pitch from Gator. 56, and swing and a miss, strike 3. Guidry finishes the game in style. The Yankees win. So 5-2 is going to be the final here, as we will get the line score to you real quick. All right, the Orioles, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. The Yankees, 5 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Home runs by Reggie Jackson for the Bombers and Doug DeSenses for the Orioles. The winner is Ron Guidry, who goes a distance. 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walks, he has, looks like just 1, 2. No, actually, he has no walks. All right, no walks, and 1, 2, 3, 4. A total of 6 strikeouts for Gator. All right, so a good outing for Guidry, and he faces a total of 32 batters. So Guidry evens his record at 1-1 in this 1978 replay. Thanks to everyone who joined us at the ballpark. Our good friend Al, Red Sox fan, make sure you check out his channel. I just put up some Legends of Boxing, which I have to go check out. Matt Steeler Fan 1933. And again, Glory Days Boxing Dynasty on Operation Sports Forums. Our good friend Paul Govier from across the pond in Scotland. Hope you all have a great afternoon. And this is Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming, and again, showcasing the recent release from Greg Sovan. Field Day Baseball, another excellent release, and really like the way it plays. Minimal dice rolls. You can use charts or fast action cards, and you can see in this game I did not have to refer to either very much. Most of the results come off the card, so very quick and easy to play, and has a lot of nuance and subtlety in the results here based on different ratings of the fielders, pitchers, etc. So check that out. It's available at ASG Games. Hope you all have a great evening, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.